Okay, so what the hell happened to my channel and what the hell happened to Callistos? A lot of you probably noticed that I kind of stopped posting videos, that I stopped making content, and even the content that I previously did was lacking a lot of motivation and the work I was putting usually in my videos. Well, in today's video I'm gonna be explaining the reason behind it, and that's because I am planning to finally quit Rise of Empires.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh yeah!
And of course, in today's video is all about explaining why I'm taking this decision, explaining what's gonna happen now. Is this channel gonna be gone? Is Callistos gonna be over? Is Mark Zuckerberg a real robot? All these subjects have something in common and are gonna be explained in today's video. So make sure not to go anywhere, grab a nice hot coffee, and let's get straight to it. Okay, so if you've been a fan of my channel, if you've been a fan of my videos, I'm pretty sure it's not coming as a big surprise that I've decided to quit Rise of Empires. More importantly, I would think it's a big surprise that I haven't quit Rise of Empires till now, considering how much dislike I've shown towards the game throughout the many videos I've made. So why now? Well, first of all, I'm done. I'm so sick of this stupid game. Like, look, I've been looking at my old videos lately. I was just sitting on my balcony, drinking my nice coffee, smoking a cigarette, and just checking out my first videos on the channel, just remembering how it all started. And there I've seen, I think it was my fourth video, which is the first hero guide I've made on this channel. And I was baffled about the amount of work I've put in creating that first video, considering I had no clue of how to do those edits. I didn't have the equipment back then to get proper lighting and so on. So the way that video came out, it just showed how much passion I've put into creating the content for this channel back then. And then I take a look at my current videos and I just notice a trend of me just recording myself and pretty much not doing anything special about it. Now, the one thing I've set to myself when creating this channel was I want to be different. I want to do the things that I've been complaining about other YouTubers not doing, especially when it comes to gaming content, which is don't just put a webcam in front of your face and talk for half an hour without cuts, and just make the content a bit more quality for the viewer to enjoy, for the viewer to get the information he's looking for when he's clicking on the video, and of course to make it look like they get something special, to feel the work you've put into creating that video. So I'm really sad to see that my content is slowly but surely going into that direction that I wanted to go away from, and that's why I want to quit Rise of Empires. I have no passion for this game anymore. I didn't have a passion for quite a while, but the worse the game got, the less I wanted to play it, and it just pissed me off to know that every video I make, even though it's designed for you guys, my viewers, and not for the game, it still helps them. It still creates that free advertisement for the game. The fact that I even say Rise of Empires is still advertisement, negative or positive, it still puts their name out there and gives more flow towards other players to join the game. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to promote their stupid game because I think it's not worth it. So it's definitely a decision I don't even have to think twice about when it comes to quitting Rise of Empires. I've done enough videos talking about how bad the game is. I've done enough videos talking about how greedy the developers are or how much they don't care about the community. I've worked with the boycott community. Like, I've done it all. There's nothing to explain anymore. If you've checked any of my videos, you already know my opinion about the game. Second of all, time. It's just too time consuming. To make content for Rise of Empires, I have to play Rise of Empires. For anybody that doesn't know, I've quit Rise of Empires. I've only reinstalled the game to have a content source for the channel, and I've been playing the game to have a content source for the channel. But the problem comes here. Any game I'm planning to play and make YouTube videos about is gonna require me to play the game to have content for the channel. But it's one thing to play the game and in that time create the content that you're gonna need for the video. It's another to play the game an entire day, every day, not for the content, but to stay relevant in the game. So when you decide to make content, you don't look like a farm. And that's exactly the definition of Rise of Empires. The strategy the developers put in the game is to keep you there all the time. I'm sure that my story kind of reflects 90 to 99% of all the other OG players in Rise of Empires, which is Corona started and everybody suddenly had a lot of time to think about things and to waste it in other things. So you decided to start playing some games on your phone. You were thinking about the old school games like Age of Empires, so you were searching something similar. Then you found Rise of Empires. You got into it, you got a few friends with the community, and you got stuck with the stupid game since then. With that in mind, at the beginning the game was still playable. It was still a pay-to-win game, but it was not even close to as bad as it is today. You still had spenders, but the free-to-play players actually had always a chance to catch up to the spenders. So you were spending just to be faster than the other players, but once you got there, the free-to-play players with hard work could also achieve the same goal as you, which still made it reasonable to be a free-to-play player. With the time, the game went to complete shit. And back to what I was discussing about timing, the worst part about it is you're just stuck in the bloody game. It gives you the feeling that if you don't sign in the game one day, you completely lose everything you invested till now. At least this is the mentality it feeds you with the way the events are set, the way the hourlies are set, the way that every single thing is designed to tell you you need to be online, because if you don't do this, you're gonna be behind other players and you'll stop being relevant, and everything you invested till now is gonna go to hell. And that stress is bloody annoying. I am sick of waking up and the first thing I do is check my phone and go into Rise of Empires. I'm sick of saying before I go to sleep, wait a bit, because I need to make sure I've put my resources to process. I am sick of waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning for every bloody reset because either kill event is on or there's some stupid gate I need to be there to hit. I mean, I've played World of Warcraft for 7 years and I thought that was the worst gaming period of my life, but Rise of Empires makes World of Warcraft look like a child's play when it comes to the amount of time you invest in the game. At least in World of Warcraft I was just jumping around in Stormwind without my armor on. I mean, yeah, at least that makes sense.
What?
But my point is, it's just too much time that I'm not investing in making content for you guys. I'm not investing in developing the channel. I'm not investing in making new content. I'm just investing in staying relevant in the game. and that is the second reason why I'm quitting Rise of Empires. Third reason, I just want something new. I am looking, and I've been trying for a while now, if you've checked my content, always trying different games, throwing a video here and there, trying the Twitch live streams, then trying YouTube live streams. And what I'm looking for here is not necessarily something for me, but something that resonates to my subscribers, because the 5,500 subscribers, which by the way I like to thank everybody for supporting and making it happen. I'm not a big channel, like I'm aware that the big channels out there with million subscribers and so on, but I'm still grateful for those 5,500 subscribers, because that's a lot of people, if you think about it, thinking that my content is worth following and watching. But I want to grow, and I want to make better content for you guys, and that's why I also want to go into other directions. Now, the reason why the entire gap of videos is because of what I'm planning in the future. I've kind of decided on quitting Rise of Empires a while now. This is why I've stopped kind of playing the game, and therefore kind of stopped making content for it. The reason why I didn't start making the new content is because I'm waiting for the best holiday of the year. Fuck off, Santa. No, I'm talking about Black Friday. I'm planning to buy myself a new computer, and yes, obviously it's gonna be a gaming computer, and I'm planning to invest quite a lot of money into getting one of the top ones. And together with the top computer, I also want to buy a VR set. Now, VR is something that I was passionate about from the very early stages of it, from the days where Google Cardboard was the most amazing and passionate thing ever. But the reason why I never went with VR since then is because even though I've seen the potential of VR from the very beginning, I realized that until the market grows, until the player base grows, until the companies start creating content, games and so on for the VR community, it's just gonna be useless. It doesn't matter how nice it feels to be in person there if the graphics suck, where you get a more realistic feeling by looking at the screen of a third person character of you. So I was kind of waiting for the VR community and the VR development to grow to the point where there's enough content, where there's enough good games, and the headsets are worth investing in to finally get something out of it. And I feel like at this point right now, it's starting. It's not like there, it didn't take over the rest of the gaming business, but it definitely started this year. A lot of things from Meta to Oculus to the games that have been released in the past 1 to 2 years are definitely signs that we're finally getting VR to the point where it's outmatching all the other normal games on consoles, PCs, Macs and so on. So I'm super excited about it. Does this mean that my YouTube channel is gonna be just VR content? No, because I'm too curious about all the other games. There's a lot of stuff that I want to try out, all the new games released in the, and by saying new, in the past few years that I haven't played. First of all, because I didn't have a computer to proper play the game to its full potential, and also maybe stream it or record it in the same time. And second of all, because I was too engaged with Rise of Empires. Again, I really didn't have time for anything else. But that is my plan. When Black Friday kicks in, I am planning to invest a lot of money in buying a new gaming PC and of course a new VR set, and start delivering some new really fun, amazing content for you guys. With it, obviously, because I'm going away from the typical Rise of Empires building strategy game, mobile specifically, I will also be able to deliver a lot of gameplay content, so even more videos released on the videos and even more content for you guys to choose from. But I'm definitely super excited about trying out a lot of VR games and a lot of apps, and more importantly, for anybody that hasn't been hyped about VR or hasn't bought a headset and doesn't know that much about what's going on at the moment with VR, I will happily be that guy to test a lot of the things, because even though I study it online to check out what's new, what's coming, I also have to experience, and I want to deliver that first time experience with the current best headsets from VR and the games and the apps that you have available for anybody else that was interested in trying it out and wanted to have a feel from another person. I'm definitely gonna be enjoying delivering that to you. So with that said, this is the reason why I've kind of stopped making content, specifically Rise of Empires content, but it is a Rise of Empires channel. I will probably rename the channel to Callisto's Gaming, Callisto's Guide, something with Callisto's. Either way, going completely away from Rise of Empires. The old Rise of Empires content is gonna remain there for anybody that is interested in making it. I did put a lot of work in making specifically the guides for Rise of Empires. Most, if not all of them, are still relevant to this day, and I hope it's gonna help any other player that continues to play Rise of Empires. For the players in Rise of Empires, I've stated my mind a long time ago, which is, if you're still playing and if you're still investing money, then it's your choice, but my opinion is the game is not worth it. Move on. Not because I said it, not because I've done it, but because it just doesn't make sense to even continue playing this game. But again, back to our subject, I'm super excited about what's gonna be coming from December on, and I hope you guys are also. I do understand that a lot of you have subscribed and watched my videos because you were looking for Rise of Empires content, and I completely understand if some of my subscribers are gonna move on from my channel because I stopped making Rise of Empires content. It's a reasonable choice, but what I can promise you as a YouTuber is that I will continue to deliver high quality content, and I will try to follow your interest also, not just mine, but in other directions than this previous game. So I'd like to finish the video by saying again, thank you to all of you for helping me grow this channel to the stage it is now, and I hope a lot of you are going to be following me to the next journey into what's coming afterwards. But that's it for me now. Thanks again for checking in, and I'll see you guys in the next videos.